Tropical storm Nadine made landfall in Belize yesterday and brought strong winds and heavy rain to the region. Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula was also impacted by Nadine. 2 inches of rain fell on Friday, and an additional 4 to 8 inches of rain is expected to fall as it pushes inland. Meanwhile, as Hurricane Oscar bears down on Cuba, residents there are waking up to the second morning without power. The vast majority of the country's 10 million residents have been in the dark since Friday after the country's grid failed. The government blames the outage on aging infrastructure, but says power has been restored to about 20% of the island's residents. Right now, there's no estimate for when the entire system will come back online. So let's check back in with meteorologist Robert Spedo as a look at our forecast and also an active tropics right now, it seems, Robert.
Yeah, and Rich, I want to start off just saying that none of these areas are going to impact us here on the First Coast. So we can all take a deep breath about that. No impacts on the First Coast with any of these tropical areas. But we do want to talk about our friends down towards the south because, yeah, Nadine did make landfall. Actually made landfall as a strong tropical storm here just around Belize, coming on shore, and then quickly weakening out over Guatemala and now moving into southern Mexico there, and at this point a remnant low. We also have Oscar back towards the east, just towards the Turks and Caicos here. So let's scoot over to that one and talk about this, which, you know what, this storm, it went from nearly nothing to a full-on hurricane in less than 24 hours. It goes back to what we said at the beginning of the hurricane season, that we may not get more than normal tropical amount of tropical systems, but when they do develop, they could rapidly intensify, mainly because of sea surface temperatures out here, which this hurricane season, they were the warmest we have ever seen since records began in the Atlantic. That is just a lot of energy and fuel for these storm systems. Now, Oscar out here, the wind field around this storm only extends about 5 miles out from the low-level center as far as hurricane strength winds. It is a very tight, compact storm, now moving over some of the islands here, but then it's expected to move towards Cuba, whereas Rich just mentioned, a majority of the island is without power at this time. So this is going to be a serious impact, especially for eastern areas of Cuba. And even if you have any Navy pals or any Navy friends out here in Guantanamo Bay, just located right here on the southeastern portion of Cuba, they're probably going to get some impacts from this storm system too, as this drifts off towards the west, and eventually it's going to turn towards the north and weaken out. And you might be thinking, what about Florida? Well, here's the deal with Florida. This front that we've been watching, the reason why it is cool and kind of breezy out here across the First Coast, will act as a block here. That forecast has not changed. This is still going to be blocking this. It would be like water flowing uphill if this headed towards the First Coast. Just isn't going to happen. That'll cause this to turn towards the north and east and head out to sea. Still a big rainmaker here, still a big rain